Hey, what's up guys, Sin here and welcome back to another Pixel Gun 3D video. In today's video, I'm going to be doing another weapon review, and this time we're going to be reviewing the weapon called Serious Argument. So anyways, the Serious Argument is in the primary section, and so this time I'm actually going to be using the info button because I don't know why every time I do weapon reviews, I notice that I'm not using it, so that's why I keep deleting clips over and over again. Hopefully this time, you know, I actually do it better than the last time. So anyways, so here are the properties of the Serious Argument. So it has the efficiency of 20, a fire rate of 98, a capacity of 100, a mobility of 110, has a grade of epic, and it has automatic shots. Now, just by looking at the stats of the weapon, in my opinion, I think it's a knockoff of the weapon called Automatic Peacemaker, because if you guys look at the damage, the Automatic Peacemaker is just two damage more than the efficiency of the Serious Argument, and the capacity of the Serious Argument is just 75 less compared to the Automatic Peacemaker. Other than that, the fire rate is the same, the mobility is the same, the grade is the same, and the the automatic, I guess you could say, the different types of shots is basically also the same. And if we look at the weapon, it gives off like this Captain America vibe just because of the the theme that's trying to go with, the American theme with the blue, red, and white colorway. And that's pretty much common for this update because I don't know what this update is called. It's either the autism update, the presidential update, the summer update, or the 4th of July update. I have no idea what this update is called. A lot of people are calling it the presidential update, but it wouldn't really make sense because if they're going to make this the presidential update, it would make sense if they were to release this update by the time, United States chose the president, before, at the time Trump won or something like that. It would be better if, they released a so-called presidential update at the time. So calling this a presidential update doesn't really make sense. If it was a summer update, though, it would make a lot more sense. And if it was a summer update, I don't know why it's giving off this, I guess you could say, presidential theme, because it just doesn't make sense. Like I already said, it would look better if it has a what do you call it, a summer theme, like a beach, like the Paradise Resort, or it has the icon in the home screen of the Pixel Gun 3D app, it has this straw hat. Like back then there was a summer update, it looked really nice. So anyways guys, that's basically it for this weapon. Now what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be joining a match. Let's go to battle now. I don't really want to go to Toy Factory because I tried recording on that map multiple times. There's way too many targeters, especially the people. Actually, you know what? Let me change my username real quick because a lot of people keep targeting. Where's, I think it's this one. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna put, I don't know. What should I call myself? Bell. Why not? Call myself Bell. Okay. So now that we have a random name, I don't think anyone would be targeting us. We're going to be going on Mafia Cottage because I tried recording on Toy Factory, like I said, but, too many targeters. So I'll see you guys once I am on Mafia Cottage. Okay, guys, so we're finally inside a match. You guys do not know how many times I tried getting, actual good footage for this part. It took me so long because every time I tried doing live commentary while using this weapon, I literally cannot focus to the point that I don't even know where the heck am I aiming at. It's really, I don't know. It's just that sometimes when I use a random weapon and I'm not used to it, I can't talk while I'm using the weapon. And if I'm not gonna talk the whole time I was using the weapon, then it'd be better off with me just, showing you guys gameplay and just basically slap on background music from no copyright sounds or something like that. But I thought to myself, if it was going to be a review video, I should be talking in the video instead of me just, obviously slapping on background music, because then that would be I guess you can say, what do people call it? Gameplay, not a review? Yeah, gameplay. People call it a gameplay, and they just add in the part that says review on the title so that they would still get some of those views. So anyways, what are my thoughts of this weapon? Well, I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. I have mixed feelings. The weapon, it looks cool. The animations are cool. The colorway, basically everything about the looks is awesome. Even the name of the weapon sounds cool because you really haven't heard of that name before. So yeah, but the only thing that I don't like about the weapon is the damage. The capacity is okay, but the damage sucks. It really does. Like if the damage was like at least 25, 28, 27, or at least 30, somewhere around those lines, then the weapon would be awesome. But the damage, it sucks so bad. You can't kill anyone with this. And since it doesn't have a scope, it's not easy to get a headshot, especially if you're a new Pixel Gun 3D player. So if you guys are a new Pixel Gun 3D player, I don't recommend buying this gun. I really don't. You're better off with just buying the automatic Peacemaker instead of this, because this weapon, I don't recommend it. It just sucks so bad. Now, I know a lot of other YouTubers out there might give this weapon a good review, but there's different preferences, okay? So that's why there's like multiple review videos out there so that you guys can see other people's perspective. I mean, if I'm, for example, if I'm trying to save up my money and I want to know like which gun I should get, of course I'm going to do a little bit of research by watching a few videos and like checking like what different type of people prefer. Like for example, oh, this one YouTuber says the weapon sucks, this other YouTuber says the weapon's awesome, and all that stuff. So the more I guess you could say the more, I don't know the correct word, but the more variety, I guess, the better. I don't know the correct word, but what I'm trying to say is if you guys have like more of a like if everyone is not trying to say, oh, the weapon's awesome. Yeah, I don't know how to explain it. But what I'm trying to say is it's better to have that people have their different opinions on things than everyone having the same opinion, because then you guys, like, let's say you watch all these review videos on YouTube and then everyone's saying, oh, this weapon's awesome, but then when you actually use it, oh, I don't like this weapon, the aim is horrible and all that stuff. So yeah, I'm giving you guys my honest opinions. I really do not like the weapon. When I'm using the weapon, it feels like I was using the, I guess you can say, the nail gun. And what's the other one? The Bad Doctor. If you guys are gonna ask me, maybe the nail gun's better. Actually, no, the nail gun is better. But if it's going to be like the Bad Doctor versus this weapon, and I know the Bad Doctor or the nail gun is not a primary class weapon, but still, if you guys are going to ask me from all of those three weapons, I'm going to choose the nail gun as my first pick. The second one is the Bad Doctor, and I'm going to choose this weapon as my third pick. That is only if I'm a level 31 player, which I am. But if I was like a level 20 player or something like that, and this weapon's really OP for that level, then I guess you can make this at least a level, like a top 2 weapon or a top 1 weapon out of those 3 weapons. So yeah, the weapon, there's really it really depends on what your level is. If you guys are a high level player, this weapon sucks. If you're a low level player, then the weapon's awesome. Like for example, if you're like level 10 and you can buy this weapon, then buy it. But if you have the option to buy the automatic Peacemaker, I just recommend buying that instead, because you do get a extra 2% in damage as well as a extra 75% when it comes to the capacity. And I did try using the Stormtrooper armor set, and it didn't really help. It really didn't. It still sucks, and that's why I don't really recommend this gun. Now, like I said earlier, in the gun, if you guys, look at the weapon, there's a scope, right? I don't know why we can't use a scope, even though there's a scope over there. But either way, they should have removed that in the first place if there's no scope at the beginning. And speaking of, scopes, the thing about this weapon is even if you guys use the Berserk boots, I guess you could say the Hitman cape, and what's the other one? It's like this hat. I forgot the mask, but I'll show you guys a picture on the screen. If I had those type of armor set equipped, even though that's like the best armor set for like the most speed, it's still not going to improve your speed even if you guys are using this weapon, because the weapon is like a heavy type weapon. So even if you guys use this weapon, you're not really going to be able to jump everywhere like you would like to. So yeah, about this weapon, I really recommend buying the automatic peacemaker instead. Again, I don't recommend this weapon if you guys are a high leveled player. I definitely recommend checking out other reviews on YouTube about this weapon, because basically this whole video is just me, talking about how I don't really like this weapon as much. I mean, there's different opinions, right? The more, I guess you could say, the more variety, the better. But anyways, guys, that's going to be it for today's video. I know this video is a little bit out of place, but if you guys like the video, make sure you guys drop a like. If you guys are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe while you're at it. Anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys on my next video. Peace.